For Daily Ask Reddit. Window cleaners of Reddit, what are your stories you witnessed on the job? I worked retail and once a month a window cleaner lady would come in and clean the store windows. She told me that one time she was cleaning the windows from the inside of the Apple store and a man walks by and licks the outside part of the window she was cleaning. She was upset since she had already cleaned it and would have to clean it again, but responded by telling the man, "Good thing I haven't cleaned that side." The man got upset and went to look for a manager. So I was on a 10-story, early in the morning. First drop of the day. Top floor, naked man, nothing but a T-line mask on, not my thing. Next floor, naked woman in her kitchen, 80, looked like a puppet out of a Genesis video. Also not my thing. About an hour or two later, elsewhere on the building, an older woman offers me some cookies out a window. I see that the initial woman is kinda hiding in the shadows. She felt bad about flashing me and went to her friend's apartment to give me cookies. That was a weird day. Never saw anything I particularly wanted to though. I used to work during my high school years for my uncle's company off hours as window cleaner. One late afternoon when most employees of that office building already left, I saw a rather escalating fist fight between two employees and a rather helpless woman trying to intervene a broomstick. One of those unreal moments of disbelief and relief to be the window cleaner on the other side. Favorite story from the time, I'm at this bank. I'm always doing the outside first then inside. Everyone usually pay us no attention, but when they notice we are washing the outside window they shut down Facebook or Amazon and open a blank spreadsheet. Not even a project, just a blank spreadsheet. Anyway, usually when I cast a shadow or bang my wool brush against a window they look around and do the "I was working I swear" dance. But I do this to the bank manager's window and Hez completely unfazed. I think oh maybe Hez actually doing work and thus unafraid. But then my squeegee comes around and I see what Hez locked into. Group clown Majid pup. I now think oh please don't notice me now, then it happens. My squeegee jumps across the window and the manager loses it. He jumps up and hit both knees on the desk. He can't decide between nursing his legs or turning off the porn, so left-handed Hez trying to turn it off. Minimizes and there's more clown porn. He looks back at me and tries to cover his face. He mashes the keyboard and now I can hear it throughout the window. He dives and pulls the cord and he just lays there. I move away continuing my work as I realize I gotta go in there. I do the entire rest of the bank before this office. I prepare for the worst, an entitled angry response or a super awkward run out of the room. But he looks up, smiles, asks what he can do for me today, just here to get the windows, thanks me, looks at his watch, and says has got a meeting and leaves. It was crazy casual, and I get the dude had his kink, and clearly comfortable with it, but the casualness was completely unnerving. After watching a dude dive headfirst into his desk. Edit, I should have known my kinky banker experience would be the post that blows up. Thanks for the flair and I'm sorry about the formatting. Mobile user found. Hopefully I made it easier to read. Not a window cleaner, but my mom used to work on the top floor of a 32-floor building, and there were some window cleaners a couple of floors down. My mom heard alarms going off in the building suddenly and she didn't know what was happening, but it seemed bad. A few hours later she found out that the wind was so bad that day that the window cleaners were getting thrown around and smashing into a bunch of windows. Apparently the videos on the news showed them being pulled 20 feet away from the building in the heavy winds and they were just hanging on for dear life. They thankfully were rescued and no one got hurt, but they promptly quit. When I was around 8 years old, me and my mom were in a waiting room to see a specialist because I needed tubes in my ears. This doctor's office was in a taller building, I would say at least 8 to 10 floors. I remember vividly going to grab a kid's storybook from a little table beside a window. When I was reaching for the book I saw a man fall past the window that I was right beside. He died instantly. The doctor took us out of the building through the parking garage so that we didn't have to go by the scene. Edit, important information. He was a window cleaner. I remember seeing him clean the windows from inside the building before he fell and thinking it was pretty neat because I'd never seen that before.